Hey guys, it's Rick Novleski here at Techspin. This is my second attempt to do live streaming. Hopefully this time it works. If you hear something, sorry, if you can hear me, please say something in channel. I'll also type it in. Can anyone hear me? If you hear me, just say like yes or no, or you sound terrible. Hopefully not like that, but yeah. So that's me. Yeah. I just set this up in like 3-4 hours, so bear with me a little bit here. But we did a studio move. We moved from our old place, which was a very small apartment, and we were forced to like shoot in the den and in the dining room. We decided to expand it, so we moved to this new home office slash studio kind of space, which is double our previous space. The good thing is you can see behind me, it's very roomy, especially for Asian standards. If I turn the camera here, got that light coming in. It's still a little work in progress, but not too bad. And I got a camera and other stuff here, so that's good. And the studio background's kind of set up, and yeah, not too bad. So yeah. Oh, and don't forget to follow us if you're tuning in. If this is your first time on the channel, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all Techspin Review. And please do subscribe if you like this. Please hit thumbs up button. The goal of this video today is to answer questions that have been left on my videos. I already did a bunch. The stream didn't work. that's my bad. But we're going to continue and do some more comments. And if you have new questions, you want to discuss industry topics, you want to talk about AMD, Intel, rivalries, or upcoming processors, or thoughts on electronics, whatever, then please do leave questions in the chat, and I will answer them as I can. Thanks. Okay. So, hey, yeah, let's see the party on, man. All right. Okay, so let's go over to our comments here, which is, there we go. I also have a different camera here. You can see my editing rig over here. And yeah, it's still a little bit of a mess. I had to build all this framework because I need to store a bunch of stuff. I need to have speakers up there, and I have a backup hard drive, and I still have to do wire management. So yeah, there's still more work to be done. But for the meantime, this is pretty good. Alrighty, so let's get into some comments here. Oh, I saw you. Hey, man. Okay, so I just finished answering this comment. I did a couple more before. Yeah, the previous comment was how good are the $30 Logitech Z313 speakers? And he says that he heard that the Logitech Z313 sounds ugly compared to the JBL Charge 4. I looked at the price on the Charge 4, and it's actually like $180 US, which is very expensive for a portable speaker. I'm sure it's got lots of cool features and stuff, and JBLs are known to have good sound quality, but seriously, for a portable speaker, I'd probably pay a maximum of like 70, 100 tops, man. Like, what happens if you lose it, right? Come on, like, it's gonna happen, it happens to people. So, or it gets stolen or something, and you're at the beach, and you go into the ocean, it's gone. So yeah, but for the sound quality, I mean, you're comparing portable speakers versus wired speakers, and obviously wired is always going to give you louder sound, not necessarily better sound. If you're looking at the $30 price range, then obviously you get what you pay for. You're not going to get great sound. You're not going to get premium sound for $30. It's just not going to happen. Those speakers I reviewed, they're good. I mean, they're good for what they are, and they're good for the price. If you only have $30, these are the speakers to get. But definitely if you have more, like 70, 80, 100 bucks, go for a higher end model in Logitech's lineup. And if you have 180 bucks or something, then you think about maybe getting like a pair of bookshelf speakers and like a small amp, or a used amp or something, like audio video receiver. That would be way better. But if you're looking for portable, yeah, then as I said here, yeah, so the portable is obviously going to be limited by power, right? And so you're going to notice it in the bass area. Bass reproduction takes the most power because the large speaker has to move back and forth, takes the most wattage. So, I mean, if you don't need that much space, then portables, yeah, they may be good for you. But seriously, 75 bucks for a portable, 100 tops maybe, that's about it. This one, the Xiaomi Max 3, I already answered this one too. The LTE speeds on AT&T and T-Mobile. So, yeah, I'm not actually based in America or Canada. I'm actually based in Taipei, Taiwan. So obviously we don't have access to that over here. So the best thing I can do is ask for this question to be crowdsourced. Anyone try this out? It works well over here. The Xiaomi Mi Max 3 is it's a really awesome phone. However, if you're in an area with poor reception, or if you like go underground or something, this phone drops out quick. So I love the battery life on it. I love the screen, the cameras, everything is great on this phone, except that if you're in any area with like serious concrete or like underground where you don't have access to outside, then you're gonna lose your call. You're not gonna have any internet connectivity. So yeah, that's the thing. So anyway, replied to that one already. Hey man, does the 700 WGD PSU support Ryzen 7 2700X? I am not an expert on the EVGA line. However, this series I believe goes up to 750, 700, 750, maybe even 800. This lineup is a little older. So I had a previous comment who was Razer Too Sharp. Okay, let's go for the video. Maybe I can find the comment in the video. YouTube. You are my nemesis, YouTube. Okay. I did already. Oh, hey. Yay. There you go. Your comment is on live stream right now. There we go. So this is really important too. I'm going to copy and paste this because I tend to write this a lot. There's some very important information when you're building a new computer and you're using a power supply, is that some of the older power supplies only have one ATX 8 pin. And a lot of the new motherboards, especially Intel side, especially overclocking boards, have the capacity for 8 plus 4, 12, or 8 plus 8, 16. So if your power supply doesn't have that, what can you do? Buy a new power supply. That's pretty much the answer I'm going to give you. There are some adapters where you can use the Molex 4-pin, like the old school Molex 4-pin. You know, you have two of those and you plug it into the adapter, and then you can plug that into the ATX 8-pin. I mean, those things are rated for, you know, hard drives and, you know, CD drives if you still have those. But to power and overclock a CPU, I really wouldn't recommend it, and I don't know anyone who would. So, yeah, don't do that. Okay, so we're on here, right? Just make sure the PSU has enough ATX 8-pin connectors. Some new motherboards have 12 or even 16 for high overclocks. This PSU is a little bit of an older generation, so I'd look at newer models with double ATX 8-pin to be safe and for future proofing. Always very important. That's a good question. Next one. Can you do 4K and PS4 Pro? Yes, you can. You can do that. Yes, you can. First games were 4K 30p, and a lot of newer titles are 4K 60p, or 60 frames a second. It depends, depends on the title. Thank you. Cool. YOLO. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? I just watched Deadpool the other day. Okay. Is there any psychological side effect when you click the mouse but hear no click? Yes, there is actually. A very good question. Yes, there is. Oh, cool. Thanks, Irene. You're awesome. It's a little weird to click the button and hear no sound. But luckily, your sleeping girlfriend, well, I won't limit it, or boyfriend, won't notice your activity. There is one problem with this silent wireless mouse though, and that is the fact that the scroll wheel is not silent. The buttons themselves, great, they're nice and silent, but the scroll wheel, not silent. It's actually noisier than another mouse I have. So the scroll wheel, on the other hand, is not silent at all. Cool. Next. Oh, and let's do our bumps here. What do we got? Hey. Yeah, so lights going down. It's getting dark outside. It is almost 6 p.m. over here in Taipei, Taiwan. This is Techspin Studios. Doing our first live broadcast of 2020, answering comments and trying to participate, answer your tech questions. So, yeah. And this is me, I'm Rick. Howdy. Don't forget, if you like tech stuff, if you like product reviews, don't forget to connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Techspin Review. That'd be awesome. Thank you very much. Oops. How's my live chat? Oh, that's the wrong button. I will need to fix that later. Hey, there's live chat. I can bring up live chat too. I've programmed that in. Yes. Awesome. Let's go back to our comments here. Okay. Can I put here an RTX 2070 Super Gaming X Trio? As a matter of fact, I have that same card, although I may not Gaming X Trio. Yeah, that should be MSI's designation for that card. I think you can. I think so. It's a really long card. I will have to measure that, because that card is 32 cm. Wait, I will find out. Let's have a look, because I'm measuring the card I'm using right now. 32.5. I will have to check. I know one of the main reasons that I upgraded to this Cooler Master case is because the case is a little small and I have a all-in-one with radiator, so I know I wouldn't have been able to use it with the radiator. I think, as I said, I think in this video for this case, I did actually, I think I would be able to fit in the card, but just barely. So, oh, thanks, Irene. I see that. I will need to get back to this question. I think you can, but I'll need to get back to it because I need to measure it out. I don't want to give false information. Like one of one of the key things at Techspin that we really believe in is delivering quality information. And so I'm not the kind of guy who just like, oh yeah, it'll work, no problem. I want to test it out. If I can, I'll definitely test it out and give you a proper response and see if it'll work or not, because I'm I want to deliver quality for everything I do, whether it's videos, whether it's reviews, whether it's talking to subscribers or people on the internet. So I will have to get back to that one later. The build qualities on these is absolute. Mine and so many people I know have just stopped working when the PSU burns out. Yeah, man, but it's $30. You connecting? Why? Why would you do that? Is it going to come back? Yay, it came back. Good, okay. Everything working? Sound? Okay, good. About durability in your case. They're working great for us. Of course, with all electronics, when things are built, like mass produced, they're gonna get it down to a science and art of using the least amount of resources for the most, to keep that product built that way. They're not gonna make it all fancy and beautifully built inside. It's just gonna be very, direct. That's how motherboards are. So I don't know what he's expecting inside, but yeah, okay. Of course, electronics at this price range are going to be mass produced and put together as cheaply as possible. But what did you expect for $30? Anyways, yeah, I mean, you have to be realistic too, because I mean, these are custom produced plastic enclosures with speakers. Don't forget, there's 3 enclosures with wires, all for $30. That's a great deal. And the sound coming out of them is good. I mean, it's good. What are you going to get for $30? You can't expect the moon, for $30. If you want to complain about quality at like $100, or I can feel you, I hear you, but $30? Nah, man. Yeah. Can the RGB and the fans be turned off? Yes, they can. Either, I think there was a hardware switch. I can't remember if there's a controller inside or not. It's been a little while since I worked on this. I know they can in software. Cool. Reply added. Let's see if I can do my effects again. Don't hit F10. Whatever you do. If I click on it, that's okay. Can I go here? I'll fix that right now so I don't hit it by accident. Intro with sound. Oh, yeah. So let's get rid of that. Let's put it to the... Do I have it? Live. Hey, there we go. Yay. Apply. Now can I switch? Hey, there we go. Good. Oh, take a break for a moment here. Oh, man. Get some water. All right, back to comments. Let's go. What are the peak nits on this monitor? 250. Does that sound about right? Let's find it. one of my more recent ones. It was the 32, 127, which was right here. Okay. And I should have it hopefully near the beginning of the video. Where, let's scrub this timeline a little bit. Did I not list the nits? Ah. Yeah, 250. You are right, 250 right there. Good job. That was at what, 148? $145. CDM2? I forget. How do you do that designation? Candela per, yeah, okay, good. It's the same as nits. The sound quality is great. Sony has a tendency to have a little bit more bass and a slightly tweaked treble, a little higher treble. And the sound reproduction out of them is great. It's not referenced by any means. However, if you're listening to music and you enjoy music and you like listening to bass, these are awesome. And great for DJs too. That sounds kind of generic. Glad they've lasted so long for you. Because I am. I'm happy. When electronics don't break for you, that's awesome. That's really good. I like it. MSI Mag Vampiric 010 or TTV200? That is a good question. I will have a look. It's hard because if you don't have the cases side by side and actually like looking at them, then, you know, maybe one case is better. I'll try and get some impressions on it. Honk. Ooh, that does look nice. Okay, so the first impressions on this case, I don't know, man. It depends on your style. Okay, the first thing I see though is that airflow. Airflow is going to be a problem with this case unless they have a massive cutout on like the top and bottom of the case like this, where the air can come in this way. I mean, look at that side. Well, maybe they have a cutout on the other side. Let's have a look. Can I see the other side of the case? Oh, they don't show it. See, they don't show it, right? Where's the airflow? How does the air get in there? It's opened. No. Outstanding ventilation. Well, the three fans in the front look really awesome, and I'm a big fan of that design. I'm just wondering how the airflow is. If they can show the case. Maybe there's side airflow, but that's kind of weird. When I first started building PCs, I didn't really think much about doing airflow and making sure there's proper airflow, but then one of my first cases I built over here in Taiwan, the airflow was basically blocked by like the hard drive tray in the bottom. Like the air was supposed to come in the bottom, but the tray was like blocking it like this. So actually my computer got kind of hot, and I was like, why is my computer getting hot? It has this exhaust at the back, right? But there's no air coming in. So that's a big thing. The case looks great. Actually, it looks really amazing. The case looks amazing. I'd just be concerned with air intake, as I don't see a mesh to allow air in to those beautiful front three fans. Maybe it's on the right panel side. check first before you buy. Looks good, Ben. Whoops. Let's fix that. It's a good question. Also, I don't know, the MSI Vampiric is it's kind of like a limited release. We have some in Taiwan. I'm not too sure if it will be in your region, unfortunately, because it's not like a massive mainstream case yet. MSI is still developing and expanding into the market. So whereas I can go to my store and probably pick one up pretty easily, Amazon in the States or Canada or UK or something like that may not have it at all. But we have a better chance of probably getting it in the UK, the European locations, because it's all basically one continent, easy to ship across a small sea to the mainland rather than like across the Pacific. So it's more likely. Well, these guys are not Linus Tech Tips quality guys. I'm not sure what you mean by that. We take ourselves very seriously and pride ourselves on professionalism and also on delivering quality content. And we don't have the budget they do, so yeah. Oh, they're more like Kyle type dudes. Okay, all right, I like that. Okay. I should have another beer. I will pass on this TN piece of the what? No, dude. The monitor will not do the work I wanted the monitor for. I didn't want a quality picture. Don't give a crap about speed. Have you seen this monitor? Or maybe the monitor that you viewed as defective? Thanks for the compliment about being like Kyle's type of people. Okay. Yeah, no, I did a review on this monitor. I mean, especially for being my first 4K monitor in our studio, and the quality we got, like I was watching Kingdom Hearts on that, and it looked great, it looked gorgeous. And the specific reason I chose Kingdom Hearts, and I tried other games too as well, but Kingdom Hearts has very vibrant colors. It's like cartoon kind of like anime kind of colors, right? So you're gonna see if the colors are dim and they look bad, or if they pop, and they really look gorgeous. So I don't know what happened to his monitor, but and I'm using the monitor. It's set up right over there, so right over there. I'm using it for previewing my 4K content, and it looks great. So I'm not too sure. Our monitor looks. Hey, Peter. Okay, I see in the comments. Give me 1 second. I'll get back to you in a second here. Hold on. Looks great. It looks amazing. And still works just fine. It's our daily driver for producing content. And we rely on it for its sharpness and definition. Sometimes you have to realize that, if you have a product that doesn't, maybe they make 1,000 and one of them is bad. Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that all of them are bad. Maybe they have some problems with quality control. Maybe the product, like one piece internally didn't work properly. But you can't paint the entire line with one bad experience. However, if you're the customer experiencing that, I know what that feels like too, because you get this thing, it's like, oh, this is going to be great, and I saved all this money, I bought this model, and you get it home, it's like, oh man, like, why is this so bad? So as a customer, if you're that one customer out of 1,000 that gets a bad product or something, I can understand that opinion. So that's I never think about those comments too hard, because you know, like, I have been that customer. I've bought a product and it's failed on me. So yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I want to show you this. Where can I do that now? Hey, I got a comment from Peter. What's the easiest case to build in? Definitely, I would say the Cooler Master line. This new H500 was amazing to build in. It looks great. It's a little high priced, but for what you get, for I think it was about 85, 90 US or something like that. I will check. You can check it right here. Is that the case links? What is it? Oh, it's 120. Oh, still. Look at that shipping. That's why we buy it locally. But depending, oh yeah, that's right, because depending on the sales that are on, sometimes the price will go down to maybe 110 or $100 even. This case has been really amazing to build in. It's super easy, big internals. So it's, you know, you can put in components, wire everything up. The smaller the case, the harder it is to build in. But it depends on the size requirements. If you need it to fit under a desk, how about on a shelf under a desk or something, then yeah, maybe you will need to get a smaller case. But bigger cases, definitely easier to build in. I don't necessarily like the giant, like full towers, like this kind of case. But they do have their uses, especially if you're putting in lots of hard drives or components. So I'd say am I still on the wrong one? There we go. I'd say the Cooler Master H500 is really awesome for this. Thanks for that question. Thank you, Peter. Nice question, man. All right. Let's get back to some more comments here. Hello, recently I built my PC as a Ryzen 3800X with Gigabyte B450 Aorus Pro. That's a good combination. HyperX 16, 2070 Super, Kingston M2 500 gigs. And I thought it would be a great PC for workflow and rendering in Premiere, but it's not somehow. Okay, so when you're working with Premiere is kind of finicky if it's going to use your GPU or not. The task that you're using has to be specifically designed to use your GPU, and if it's not, then sometimes your GPU will just sit there and not be used at all. When you're doing 1080p transcoding, sometimes your GPU gets used. When you're using 1080p effects, sometimes it gets used. I've noticed when I'm doing any 4K stuff, a lot of times my GPU is not being used, which sucks. Hopefully Premiere can, you know, edit their code so they can better use our brand new GPUs. Because I mean, I have this beast and it set me back a bit to render. And it works some of the, you know, not some of the time. It works maybe 50% of the time for me. It depends on the exact workload you're trying to use. I don't know if LUTs will actually use GPU or not. It depends on the workload, depends on your timeline too. It's very specific. Pretty disappointed with Premiere. Yes, we are, yes. It's a good comment. He is very specific about which tasks utilize a GPU and which don't. A lot has not been coded to take advantage. Evidently, I cannot spell today. Advantage of newer CPUs. Even resolution can play a factor, as when the same video rendered at 1080p versus 4K, the 4K used GPU much less. It was really weird. I don't know why. Hope Premiere can improve. Okay, next one. If you're just tuning in, this is Rick. Hi, I'm with Techspin Studios, and yay, I'm the host with the most something. If you like us answering tech questions, if you like our reviews, if you want to see something, please do leave us a question or comments in chat or on any of our videos. Feel free. And don't forget to connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Techspin Review. And today we are answering your questions, whether it's in chat or on the video comments. Right now I'm working through video comments because I have a lot from this last month. We moved to a new studio. It's double the size of our last place, and we actually have room now for everything, which is great. And it's getting darker in here. Did you notice it's getting darker? I need to turn on the light. Give me a minute. Oh, that's better. Hey, it looks like daylight. It's not. It's dark outside. It's 6 p.m. here on a Tuesday. It's crazy. All right. Let's go back to our main. Hey, there we go. Okay, and we have this shot too. Hey, this is our my main rendering PC over here, as you can see. I was measuring out something earlier. All right. Let's get back to our video comments. I just purchased this case and put 2 fans in the front. Would a third make much difference? Great video, by the way, very helpful. Oh, you're welcome, bro. I do this job because I love tech. I really do. I like tech a lot, and to see the evolution of tech come so far, and you know, we have cool things that we can do with our cases, light them, and you know, cool them the way we want, put fans the way we want, and get new awesome video cards. It's great. It's a great time to be doing this. Thanks so much. Yeah, I mean, if you have space for 3 fans, then filling that last spot will actually help pull more overall air in. Disagree with me? I want to hear it in comments. I'm thinking like this, okay? So you've got 3 holes, right? If you got 2 fans going through and pushing air through 2 holes, right? This tertiary hole, it's actually like an air gap, and so the air could actually come out and go through it this way. If you have 3 fans all pushing air through, it'll actually deliver better air, not only in, you know, because there's one more fan, but it won't allow air to escape back out the hole. Like there's a pressure on that gap. So that's what I'm thinking. For air to escape. Excuse me. Really awesome question. Next one. Actually, I'm going to do a refresher. Oh yeah, I'll get to this one later. I actually saw this question earlier, but it's something I'll actually have to measure out and make sure it fits. So I'm thinking of getting this case my first build, like the large fans and the weight. A lot of other cases for 120 are only 8 pounds, while this is 24. I don't get that. So it's heavier, so you like it more? Okay. Oh, all right. It looks easy for a first timer like me to install everything. case wasn't that heavy, but it is solidly built. And the room inside is makes installing components very easy. As always, we recommend typing. We recommend typing. We recommend doing a test build outside the case first, then installing after everything checks out. Use the motherboard box to support. Hey Peter, thanks bro. Have a good one. Use the motherboard box to support the board while building. As a personal recommendation, I would highly suggest to spend just 15 to 20 bucks and more and get the Z323 model instead. The reason is that there's a knob on the back of the subwoofer to directly adjust the bass tone. Ah, I didn't know that. That's cool. All right. The Z313s don't have that feature, and the bass is preset. Yes, you can slightly adjust the bass with the EQ, but it's not the same as having the knob. That is very true. And using sound out. Yeah, especially if you live in an apartment with thin walls. I mean, having an extra way to adjust the bass is really, really useful. I got into trouble in my last couple of places because my bass was too much, and I didn't have any direct control on the unit itself. Cool. That's very good. Very awesome. Didn't know about the rear control for bass on the Z323s. Great info. I agree. The Z323s sound better, and if you have the cash, go for these instead. Okay. Next, if you have a sound card, can it be compatible with audio boost from this motherboard? No, they are two separate entities. They are two separate entities. You know what? I will double check that before. Can I? I'm not too sure if I can check it live while I'm doing this. The sound card has this feature. If I'm wrong, I'll update it later. Built into its software/hardware capabilities. Each sound card is recognized by the computer as being separate. Well, yeah, independent. Oh, didn't. Got it. It's a good question. Best case I have, thanks for the video. Glad it worked for you. Thank you, Whale Ali. Hopefully I said that right. All these lights are so ridiculous. Looks like toys for babies, says Mark Benucci. Well, I know who doesn't like RGB lights. You can still turn them off if you're not a fan of lots of RGB. The cooling on this case is impressive, though, with these huge fans. Just saying. And Mark, you were on live stream, so there you go. Looks like toys for babies. I have it, and it's amazing. It's the Neo Blade Mail. I like Sadie's. They do build some really good quality components, some good quality keyboards, mice, that kind of stuff. I actually have several mice I really like from them. For this series, though, the Blade Mail, it still retains, like we talked to Sadie's about the RGB, like you can't store the RGB preset you want. It's only hardware. So, you know, you set it to one of the 3 colors. It was red, green, blue, okay? And I think this one has updated to 7. I'll have to check the review later or whatever, but yeah, you set your color and you turn off your computer and you turn it back on again and it's back to the default color, which is not cool. So, but overall the keyboard performs really awesome. I'm using the Blade Mail right now, as a matter of fact, to live stream, so that tells you something. But it's great, and hopefully in the future they can save your RGB setting so you don't have to set it each time. My girlfriend has the Angel Edition, which is a pink. It's a pink version with some really nice pink lighting, like LED lighting for it as well. It's RGB, you can change it. But the problem is, like, it's beautiful. You set it to pink, you turn off the computer, turn it back on again, it's blue. Yeah. Anyway, consumer testing. Consumer testing is always good. Is this man reading off a script? As a matter of fact, I was. The information density provided by a properly written script divides videos from vlogs into actual reviews. Happy face. Basically, whenever you do product reviews, especially tech product reviews, I mean, if you have a mug, okay, oh, how's this mug? Well, it's nice, it's well built, sturdy, has some patterns inside, it's easy. But when you're talking about specs, like exactly how many watts, how many nits of brightness, the viewing angles, I mean, unless you memorize everything for every component, there's no way you're going to be able to remember all this, yet alone deliver it effectively. So having a script prepared, and yeah, you can add in points as you go along, will be so much better for information for the consumers. They don't have to watch while you ramble on and say and ahs and yeah, other stuff like that too. So yeah. Also, that was one of my first breakout big videos, and yeah, I was still getting better at talking to the camera, so there you go. Could I connect this to my iPhone? I think you can. Because it's Bluetooth? No. I'm not sure. This one you need a USB dongle. Are there lightning jacks to USB dongles? That's an interesting question. Lightning to USB adapter? Let's try it. Maybe there is. Maybe you can. Maybe. You could try a lightning to USB adapter. And since it's what's the one I have here? I have a host one. I think it's a host. I tried one before and it didn't work, but then I got this one and it did work. It's a tiny little, it's not Lightning by the way, sorry, it's Android. This is a micro USB and it plugs right into your phone. And yeah, I have the Logitech and this is how I actually do my scripts. I have an Android phone, I have a subtitle program or caption prompter program running on that. And then I'll control it by a USB keyboard. So it's quite possible. Adapter, and it might work for you. We don't have an iPhone in-house to test. We use Android here. That's a good question. Can I edit it? I can edit it. Good. Please subscribe. I'm getting the Villain Pegasus and it looks very similar to this and I also can't find any reviews on it. Yeah. We don't have any plans right now to do more gaming chairs, but if we have the opportunity, we'll try to get to this one. Thank you, Finney the Third. I should mention people, right? The Chrome. Can an RTX 2080 Ti MSI Gaming X Trio handle this motherboard? You mean the motherboard handles this card? Or is there another MSI motherboard which is able to withdraw it even more, hence having a pleasant gaming? Great content. Okay. Yes, this motherboard can definitely handle the 2080 Ti Gaming X Trio. Pops. There we go. You may be able to push it even higher with some better overclocks, but realistically, there's no difference between this board and higher end boards as for motherboard support. Slightly better features, VRM, and onboard cooling, design and cooling. I know because I very seriously tested out that motherboard. That's a good comment. My build has a Ryzen 5 3600 with included fan and RX 5700. That's not a bad setup. What should be the direction of each fan to have a streamlined airflow? Fans include the 200 millimeters in front, 120 mils at the rear. Thank you, Gabe Olg. Is that a Final Fantasy reference? I think it might be. Or maybe it's just an Irish reference. Scottish? I'm not sure. Reply. Fans intake at bottom and front. Exhaust at rear and top. That way you work with airs natural, not just airs, but hot airs, natural physics of rising when heated. So in at the front, out at the back, and top. It's a good comment. Okay. Can you attach a mouse and keyboard to it? And do you need a PC to utilize the other apps? Thank you, Gamer Train. A mouse and keyboard to it. No, it's a monitor. You can't. It's not a PC. It's a monitor. Oh, maybe they mean, okay, so maybe he means like a USB pass-through or something, but no, unfortunately. Without USB pass-through, so no. Do you need a PC to utilize the other apps? You mean the features on the thing? The features we showed only require an connected device, showing a picture on the screen. Basically, connect through HDMI and have something showing. Then you can adjust all the settings. Okay, yep. Next. My keyboard does not change colors like yours. All I can do is the breathing effect and the turn off. Thank you, Cycles. You need there is an instruction card that came with this keyboard, unless you bought it secondhand. The instruction card actually tells you how to adjust it. Although I will need to find out which one that is. Maybe function? Maybe this one. Nope. Nope. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna reload that. There we go. Haha, nice. The keyboard came with a instruction sheet as to how to adjust the lighting. Also, you can visit CD's website. Where's Caps Lock? Caps Lock website for the information. Or maybe it's a different model. Is it a different model? Let me know. Yep. TWB Kevin, Techspin, how do I change the DPI of the mouse? You can't, because it's a basic mouse. Yeah, I don't think you can. Is for gaming mice. And high-end wireless mice. This is an easy package deal. There's no DPI switching at this price range. If you can find a $20 wireless mouse with DPI switching, really? All right, well, if you can, let me know. It's a good question. Thank you, TWB Kevin. And don't forget, if you're just joining our channel, this is Techspin. I'm Rick. Howdy. And we're answering your comments. A lot of comments have been going on our videos for the last couple months. I've just got to the last several months, and this most recent month I'm answering live on stream. I just put this streaming setup together in like a few hours here, so bear with me. But yeah, we're going through and answering some comments live. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the chat, and I will answer them live on screen. And don't forget to connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Techspin Review. That'd be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. That'd be awesome too. Thank you very much. And I'm going to get back to my comments. This is my rig. I have this camera. I should talk about this somehow. I have my editing rig over here. Wire management's still going to get better as I wire this up better. And yeah, I'm turning off to dinner. Okay, thank you, bro. Okay, so getting back to comments. Good job. This is really helpful. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Clint Tung. Hopefully I said that right. Thanks so much, man. It's comments like this, like, I get them sometimes, and it's really awesome because, you know, you're trying to do something that helps people, especially this episode was a 2070 Premiere. You can't see it because it's cut off on the right side of the screen, but I did a benchmarking with 2070 Super on using Adobe Premiere, and it took a lot of time and a lot of, you know, I had to do a lot of graphics for it too, for doing each bar and showing the progression, like which is better, which is stronger, faster, and it took a lot of time. So I mean, small comments like this, like, that's really awesome. Thank you. Things. What kind of headset splitter should I use for the SteelSeries Arctis 3 Console Edition? Eesh. Well, I'm not sure that does the Console Edition actually have. Does it actually have a splitter that you can use for PCs? I'm gonna guess that's what he means, right? Is there a splitter available? The problem with this one is the SteelSeries has a proprietary headphone jack, and I'll show it to you. It's an EC6 or something like that. I actually have them right here. This headphone jack right here is very proprietary. It's not, there you go. It's not micro USB. It looks like a shrunk, like a cut in half almost micro USB. And yeah, I mean, this is what you would use for a console, I'm gonna guess. This small piece right here. This is like, I can understand, you know, maybe they chose this due to cost or something, but I mean, for consumers, this sucks because it's proprietary. There's nothing on the market. Like, if this breaks, if your cat chews it, or you run over it with your gaming chair, if it breaks, then you're screwed. So, and these headphones are not cheap, so kind of sucks. You might be able to replace the entire cable. I think they started offering the whole cable on their website. Maybe you can get one, but if it's the console edition, I'm not sure if that'll work or not. Maybe, maybe not. Or replacement cable on the website. I'll look in. Otherwise, the -6 dB problem with this set of headphones hasn't been fixed with the latest update. As far as I know, I've asked people and they've told me it hasn't been yet. So yeah, we tested this headphone versus other headphones, and it's quieter. It's much quieter, like noticeably quieter. It's about 6 dB. I measured it. So yeah, if you have you know, if you're looking for surround headphones, the sound quality on these is excellent. It's just they're quiet. That's all. And I like my music a little bit loud. So maybe have a look at HyperX. I've tried out some HyperX headphones in store, and they sound great, and they're not heavy, well made. Maybe that will be better for him. We'll see. That was a good comment. Sound is good, but when I try to test my mic, I get tons of static in the background. Is there a special reason? I think instead of trying to troubleshoot individually, I think the best thing is to try to use a different device with the mic. Is there the same static? If yes, it's likely the headphone, maybe cable. It could be a frayed cable too. Issue. Because it could be the cable, it could be you know, something's broken inside, it could be the sound card, it could be something grounded or something, I don't know. It's really hard to diagnose like that. Let me know how it goes. That's a good question. I like that. Thank you to Zolm33. Ian Landigan. Can the top support 3 120mm fans, or by default of airflow it's only for 2? Let me have a look. 1, 2. Just 2. Just 2, bro. Good. Thank you for that. Bargab Sarma. Is this small? Okay. We got it right here. So let's see. Is it small? It is small, but it's not like small. It's kind of like a medium-sized mouse. I have large hands, so my my idea of small is different than other people's ideas of small. This one measures 10.5 cm and 6.5 cm wide. It's 10.5 cm long and 6.5 cm wide. Kind of a medium. I mean, it's a little small. I got my HyperX here. Can you see? HyperX is here. This mouse is here. So yeah, a little smaller. Yeah. I live by a hospital. Isn't that great? It's really awesome. Thank you, Mr. Sharma. JavaScript Kitty asks, do you have to plug into the front 3.5mm jack? Mine is broken and I've been avoiding speakers with cables, but I've had enough of the current Bluetooth one I'm using. Hmm? No, you don't have to. Because the remote dongle, I think, has a jack on it. I would have to check, but no. I mean, you got to plug in the speakers to something, right? Let's see. That's got to be what it means, I guess. I'm actually not sure if it actually has a plug in the dongle or not. So let's find out. Yeah. It has a headphone jack. Who knew? Dongle does have a headphone jack. If you choose to use it. I live on the 14th floor, so this is kind of crazy. Very loud. Oh, that's right, because there's an output cable from the jack from the dongle, right? Yeah. From the back of the dongle itself. Next. That was an interesting question. Thank you, JavaScript Kitty. Earthworm Slim, not Earthworm Jim. Okay. Doing my first build with this case, got it on a whim. Glad to see there's others that like it too. Great video. Thanks, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks, bruh. Bruh. Your comment is on our live stream. Answers. I guess this is number 1. This is going to be what, January? February. Feb 2020. Cool, man. Thank you to Earthworm Slim. Filet steak. What about the VRM temperatures? I want to use it for an i9-9900K, but some people said it isn't good. I think I already replied on this one, didn't I? I think I did. Oh, 0 replies? Oh, well, I had an extra comment I missed 2 months ago. Hey, man. I'll just say that's what we're here for. Glad it was useful. Thank you, Evan Wolf. I'm sorry I missed your comment until now, bro. Where was the tomahawk here? I know I already did a similar reply to this. Some more? Just the one? Maybe just the one. That's okay. I Some people say the Earth is flat also. Doesn't make them right. We did extensive testing and found no problems at all. This board, all i9 9900K overclocks run VRMs pretty hot. They do. When I was testing out stuff for MSI, I actually had to take a step back and think about, am I gonna comment on something where, I might get myself into trouble with MSI or something? But our goal here is actually transparency. We want to make sure that our reviews are fair and also that they provide consumers with the correct information. So actually I did some more research and I found out that not only the MSI boards, but all boards, Asus, ASRock, Gigabyte, and more, all their VRM temperatures are actually quite high when you overclock 9900K. So yeah, it's within spec. It's normal for this kind of setup. Okay. Thanks for a very clear and informative video. Good sound and video quality. That's what we have striven to produce. Thank you. I hear you. You're one of the first people to comment on the quality. Thanks so much. I loved it. Will Zobob, does this monitor support ARC? ARC would be the audio return channel for amplifiers. No, I think that would be for TVs. I know this, most monitors don't anyways. Unless they're like super high-end monitors. I'm sure there's one monitor that's out there. People are gonna be like, I found a monitor, it supports ARC, you're wrong. Yeah, okay, but 95% don't, okay? So most monitors don't support ARC. However, I know many TVs that do. This one does not do ARC. It's a good question. Okay, next one. So thank you, Wozobot. Next one, Fizzle32. What kind of audio do you use that for? For that, I'm using a pair of Logitech Z200 speakers with a headphone jack and not getting enough volume. That's because your speakers are probably too weak. Let's have a look. Let's find Logitech Z200s. That's why. Yes, I know these speakers. They are cheap. They are $30 speakers, but these are they're not. They don't put out a lot of wattage. I'll tell you that much. How many watts? 5 watts. Well, there's your problem. Apply. The Z200s put out just 5 watts of power. So your source would need to be pretty loud. Volume on the monitor up full and still would sound a little low. Which ones am I using right now? Let's see what we Me personally, I'm using these ones, which are the Z150s. They're 6 watts, not much difference. But I've actually listened to these in store versus the other ones, and the other ones sound less and tinny, slightly more tinny, I'll say. Overall, I'm using the Z150s here, so these are pretty decent and not that expensive too. And they're cheaper. Yeah, so basically, so with some products in the Logitech lineup, they definitely went for style rather than functionality, and I think this is one of them. So in this case, the Z150s, I have cost about 20 bucks and sound a bit fuller and slightly louder. Not much, but they're good. I can hear quite well through that, so it's good. Maybe check the source volume and monitor volume first. Might save you some money. While it's always good to buy new technology and spend money and, oh, I got this new toy and stuff, if the stuff you have already works and you don't need to buy anything more, then don't buy anything more. Just, I support Logitech for sure. I'm using one of their webcams, but I mean, if you already have a product that works, then just try and make it work, right? You don't necessarily need to drop cash. So can you figure out which, so by the way, that was Fizzle32, thank you for the question. Paradise for Nerds. Okay, awesome. Oh, something happened with my scroll wheel. I will refresh my window here. Can you figure out which fan setup is the best? I got this case and can't find a video. Yes. Front intake, rear, and top exhaust. Works great. That's a good comment. Thank you, Paradise for Nerds. Steve Rogers. I'm a big Captain America fan, by the way. Running an i7 8700 on this board, I'm thinking about getting more RAM and an M2 drive. However, I might be replacing this board as it doesn't support DDR3200 RAM or NVMe M.2. Huh? It supports NVMe M.2. I have a build in the other room that's built on. I have a build right here. That's there. You can't see. Wait, let me get rid of these comments. Hey, there we go. That YPC right there. Yeah, it's M.2. I just looked at it. Crazy. However, the comment about the DDR3200 may be valid. I don't think I was able to overclock on this board for the RAM. So, does definitely support M.2. I have two PCs built with this board and NVMe M.2. However, I think it depends on the motherboards and the RAM, because some motherboards won't support certain RAM. Like most motherboards support most RAMs at most speeds. However, not all will support every RAM at every speed. So it depends. I think maybe motherboard and RAM combination may not be working for you. NVMe M.2. but check RAM support on MSI's website. That's always the best thing to do. If you're looking for a newer board, you could try the Tomahawk. I have the Tomahawk. It's an awesome board for i9 series or AMD or another comparable AMD board. Cool. All right. Into fire. Oh, by the way, and thank you for Steve Rogers, Captain. Dalawar Hossein says, into fire. M1360. Do I have a fire emoji? Is it possible to put emojis in these comments? Reply. There's no emojis possible. Fire emoji. Fire Unicode character. Let me try. Oh, is there? See if we can find. Oh, there is. Can I copy it though? Don't think I can. No. But I might be able to do it like that. You might be able to get it triggered like that. Edifier actually has a manufacturing plant in Taiwan. I have been buying their speakers for a little while. It's pretty good. Good quality, actually. I was surprised. And loud, too, for the price, which is great. Although I don't really have any need to get any more speakers at this point. And giveaways in Taiwan are a little hard. So I might see what we can do about this later this year. Maybe. We'll see. Oh. Oh my god, really? Hey, there we go. Random gaming videos. Just got this and I'm running Windows 10. There's no SteelSeries engine support anymore, just the Windows Sonic option you can enable on the bottom right speaker icon. The microphone is beyond terrible. Well, I'm not too sure about their current units, as I didn't review a current one. This video now is what's referred to as an evergreen video. It's older by a couple years, but people are still using it as reference. Thank you very much, guys, for that. Not sure if I have a defective one, but it's awful. Everything else is fine, though. Good sound and comfort. Didn't test the newer release ones. The mic on mine that's actually really awesome. Okay. This is a good comment there. Thank you, Random Gaming Videos. Next one, Darius Kazuba. 5 days ago, I was paid 400 euros in Europe. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, they're expensive. Those Ace boards, they look great. They have tons of features, and they're pricey too. I feel you, brother. It's a good board, though. Okay. Thanks, Darius. ABM SM. asks, what CPU cooler is that? Is there a link to the build? I wonder if I can minimize this a little bit so you can see a little better. Will this affect the video? Maybe I can pull this over a little bit more. Ew. It's resizing it. That's not good. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. I'll try to fix that next video. On my YouTube here, I can see the videos that it's referencing on the right-hand side, and this is not appearing for you. I just figured that out now. Sorry about that. This is on the, which CPU cooler is that? He's asking about the Cooler Master H500, and that is the Enermax. No, I don't have a review on that cooler. It's a good cooler though. I have an issue with one of the fans, but that's my issue. So that is the Enermax Liquid Fusion 240 RGB. No build review done. I might consider doing one on the next project. Is that something that's really useful for you guys? If I do like a if I do like a build on the actual case itself, but then there's 2 videos that will take like not twice as long, but usually 3 to 4 times as long, because after everything's done, I have to chop all the long videos and then make an edit and then publish it. Oh, it'll take a while. Well, maybe I'll consider doing it. Cool. Helpful and objective, thank you, on the MSI Vampiric case from Daniel Vitorino. Cool, man. Glad you found it helpful. Ethan Bard asks, on the NMAX Custom White, he asks, what kind of spray paint did you use? Let me see if I can take away this crop. Wait a second. I have an idea. Wait 1 sec. If I can, Chrome capture, and I need to do the filters and the right. Maybe I can do this live. Hold on, let me just see if I can fix this here. Oh, well that's nice. I didn't know it did that. Cool. Maybe I can just size it about where I want it to be. Let's try that. Can I bring this out? No. Okay. Let's put this to 0. Does that work? 250. Hey, that's not too bad. To 9. 900. Hey, come on, man. 900. No, not relative. Oh, I broke it. Oh, why is this so hard? Oh, because it's the crop, right? It's a crop, so it's taking off. I want it not to take off, so I should have it lower. Got it. Tech support. I'll set it to 0. Will that work? Hey, there you go. Ah. What do you know? Is that some of it's off the page though? There we go. That's better. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. All right. What kind of spray paint did you use on the NMAX All White? I used generic ass paint. I have to type this carefully. Just need to use gray primer first, then spray white over. Thank you, Ethan Baird. Basically, the reason why you use the gray primer first is because if you ever tried to put white over anything, it really doesn't block a lot of the color underneath. I've tried this out with spraying some graphics cards, the shroud, and especially with the MSI's cards, they're red, right? So you spray it white, and it turns out pink. And so you have to spray 6 or even 7 layers of paint on to get it kind of mostly white, but there's still a tiny bit of underlying color. So if you can spray it with a lighter gray, that light gray covers that color completely because it's got color in it. It's just the way paint is. So spray it like light gray first and then let it dry, give it a day or 2 days or whatever, let it dry. Then spray it again with white and it will look great. I'm gonna think though that sometimes that gray is kind of like it's like a warm, and if you, it'll turn out to be like a warm white. But if you are trying to get that cold white that a lot of the computer cases have, maybe blue, like a light, I don't know, man, like a light blue or something maybe would work out better. It's something I'll have to try later. Dbow H says eBay global shipping is excellent and very simple. yes, eBay's global shipping is excellent. The people you buy from, maybe not so much. And very simple. Agreed, it is. Actually, I bought some lenses for my Lumix from eBay. It was a good, very good price and shipped quickly, which is awesome. Always call eBay if you have a problem. Well, if you live in Taiwan, maybe that's not an option for you. So, yeah. What are the best settings? I've seen some gamers put up settings for this exact monitor on YouTube, so I'm just going to direct them to that. I've seen some gamers put settings up on the net. Just Google it. Yeah, smiley face. Thank you, Shisha CEO. I like the little thumbnail too. That's good. Emmanuel Dominguez says, I'm thinking about buying one, yet I need it for home recording, and I don't know how loud it is. I have a Be Quiet 800 as an option to buy. I don't know which is better. Well, quality of what? The case, the fans, both? I mean, the quality on this one is excellent. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. And Be Quiet's a very good brand. They have good quality products. Somebody's home. I'm on live stream right now. Yeah. Irene is here.
Hi.
The camera's here. Hi.
Hello.
Okay. They are both great case manufacturers. But the large fans have an edge as they can spin slower, therefore producing less noise. That's a good question, man. Thank you, Emmanuel. That was awesome. Ronaldo Skills FCA. Oh, so somebody's got a footy fan. Awesome. I thought it was 1MS. Oh, right. Ah, I see. Where's my recently closed tabs? Uh-oh. History. Hopefully there's... Oh, that's what I'm looking. HP V244H. Is this the right one? This is the right one. VA monitor. Yes. Specifications. 7 milliseconds gray to gray. No, my friend. It is not. Oops. Hey. Copy and paste not working for me today. Good. Is it good for console? Says Cool Ruspo. Ruspo? Hopefully I said that right. Cool Ruspo. Is it good for console? I don't know, man. No, I don't think so. Reply. Here's the deal. I got 3 or 4 monitors all at the same time, and HP's is the first I was happy to get rid of. I can't say it was the build quality per se, but the picture. I wasn't really happy with that picture. It's okay. It's not bad. But when you are looking at other monitors with amazing or very good pictures, is noticeably different. I think it's got to do with the saturation or color balance. And I believe for this monitor, I believe there wasn't a way to adjust like the cool or warm or something like that. There's no way to adjust it. So you're stuck, which is not cool. So I'd say no. Get an Acer, Asus, or similar instead for the question. It's a good question. Guys, I got an Xbox One X and I'm thinking to buy this Asus monitor. Is it worth it? Panayosakis. Panayosakis. Okay, thanks, bro. Xbox One X can do 4K, right? Or different resolutions. I believe it can do 4K. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to say without getting an Xbox One X. We don't have Xbone. Oh, it's a 1X. Xbox One X. But this is a great 4K display. It really is. It's a good 4K display. Hey, Fury Pixel. How's it going, man? I'm trying to get on camera here. Believe it or not. I go like this one. I can sit more like this way. I should use this hand. There we go. Yes, we are live. We are answering questions on videos. And if you have just joined our channel, then I am Rick. I'm with Techspin. I'm the host here. And don't forget to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Techspin Review. Today we are answering questions that have been on our videos for the last month, and we're going through all the comments and answering them. So that's what we are doing right now. And as you can see in chat, we got Fury Pixel. Hey man, Anders is my bro. He's also located here in Taipei, Taiwan, where we are located. And that's why our time is 7:15 p.m., but yours is probably way later or way earlier. Okay, so next one. Fallen Slave, how do you change the batteries? You know, sometimes you look at questions and you're thinking to yourself like, "Oh, come on, man, this is very very simple. It's super easy." But then again, they're like, there's people who are tech savvy and people who don't know, and you know, there's no reason why I can't be polite and answer a simple question courteously as well, right? And whether it's easy to me because I've had the mouse for a year or something, and this guy just got it and maybe he wants to know. So hey. Fortunately, I happen to have one right here, and it's very easy. There is a tab, there we go, a tab on the back, and you just push it in and down. Ta-da! There's a battery, and you just take out the battery, and you have to have a new one, put it in. Not too bad. There is a tab on the bottom. Just slide it down or towards you and replace, although I will make it awesome for him, it is a AA. Always get the wrong size. If I need AAA, I get AA. If I need AA, I get AAA. Oh, terrible. Battery. Done. Next. Thank you, Fallen Slave. It's a good question. I said it a lot. Whoa! Let's do a refresh. My Chrome is breaking. G. Duncan says, after almost 10 years since building my last PC, I'm amazed to see how everything's changed. My current case is nowhere near this one. It's time for an upgrade for you. That's awesome. The progress has been super amazing, with tons of new features, and especially design. Thanks for stopping by. All right, next one. Akurisur says, best case I've ever owned. Cool looking, quiet, keeps my system cool, easy to clean and build, and one of the best bang for your buck cases ever made. That's agreed. Yes, agreed. Fury Pixel's asking me if I'm on Mac or PC. Only PCs. Actually, that's not true. There is a Mac in this house. This is all done on PC for now. Agreed, easy build in and looks amazing while keeping everything cool. Cool. Toto Zio says, the buttons are silent and very soft, but I've noticed that sometimes the right button misclicks with my finger weight. I have a lightweight hand. Okay, he's got a very light hand. Not a heavy hand. You could try putting you could try sticking a pad onto the right mouse button to decrease the space your finger has to travel. I'm not sure if that will work. Would it have to be a hard pad? I guess it would have to be a hard pad. Might work. Oh yeah, we Fury Pixel. Yeah, we did. We give everyone a quick view of the studio. However, I can do this again now. Let me get back to the main camera. There we go. Main camera's here. Ta-da! So we have our client area, secretary table. We have our studio setting in the background. I have a shoulder camera, which I'm not really using that much, but it's there. And a whole bunch of gaming chairs, which Anders helped me get, actually. So thanks again to Anders. Thanks again to FuryPixel for helping me get this place set up and running. He's really awesome. Great guy. Go check out his channel. Who's that shoulder camera I was talking about? Still need to do some wire management, though. That's okay. Why is this off screen? Oh, that's below. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Let's do the next one. Is it 60 hertz? Yes. Yes, it is. So I can play games at 4K 60 hertz. Yes, you can. Cavalan. Cavalan says, haha, surprised to see Taiwan dollars in the prices. Greetings from Taiwan. Reply, glad to have you visiting. And thanks for the comment. Man. Cavalan is also a brand of whiskey that's manufactured in Taiwan, which is why that's kind of funny. I'll give him a heart for that. Underrated channel, bro. Thank you very much. That's appreciated. Need to do more, though. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. Does it support? Oh, by the way, that was King 2K. King 2K, thank you very much. That's awesome. 1AA7. Does it support 4K 60 hertz with PS4 Pro? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. With PS4 Pro. Regular PS4 doesn't do 4K though. Looks amazing. Actually, if he watched the video, he would have seen me play it on 4K. I was doing Kingdom Hearts in 4K. It looked fantastic. It looked really great. Yes. Okay. Yes, sir. Twit says, love this M331. I've been using this mouse since 2015 until now. The left button is malfunctioning. Just bought a new one today. I've actually had this mouse for a little while now. Not that long, but a while. So I've been using it maybe for around 4 months of use. I've had it for like a year, I guess, but I've been using it for 4 months of use. No problems yet, but you know, wear and tear. Every device breaks differently, right? So. This might be a stupid question. No, it's never a stupid question. Just they're questions. How many FPS will this monitor show? Okay, that's a good one. FPS is the same as refresh rate, is the same as hertz. They're all the same thing, it's just marketing terms, okay? So yeah, at 60 FPS, this is a 60 hertz monitor. Same thing, same thing. And also, what the other one I mentioned too. Yeah. Hertz equals FPS equals frame rate. This monitor does 60, 4K 60. Oh, what am I doing? Never a stupid question. Various. I'm not going to say that word. Okay. Anyway, thanks for the question. John Cloyd Bajau. Hopefully I said that right. Is there a way to connect this to an audio interface? If the source has a 3.5 mil jack, yes, you can. Sure. Or you can get an adapter to make it to 3.5 jack. Okay, good. Next. AJ Stumpo says, gathering my parts, first time build, so anything constructive is definitely welcome. Okay, cool, man. Mobo. CPU. Coolers Noctua. I'm not a big fan of Noctua, but that's just my personal preference. Some people love the poo brown. I mean the brown color, sorry. Corsair Vengeance. Oh, that's nice. 97 Evo, very good. RTX 2070, good. Yeah, Master Case, yeah. Maybe I'll take a look at this a little bit later after dinner and see if I can make some recommendations on this. AJ Stemple, thanks for the question. I'll answer this a little bit later. Okay, next one. From Sid Heath, he's got, thanks for the review. Does it have FreeSync and flicker free? On this one, no, it doesn't because it's the budget one. It does not. As flicker free as a 60 hertz monitor can do. So yeah. No FreeSync. Yeah, sure, man. It's all right. It's my buddy Chris. He's gonna go out. Yeah. Later, man.
See ya.
All right. Okay. So Sid Heath, thank you very much for that. It's a good question. FreeSync. Sure. Alpha Max asks, just got these in red at 3000 megahertz 16 gig for my Ryzen 5 2600 PC. I'm building next month. I can't wait to see it in action. Yeah, me too. That sounds awesome. It'd be cool to see it. Cool. EU Pro, wow. It's doing that jump again. EU Pro says, with Steel Engine Series Engine 3, this Arctis 3, can I use like Arctis 5? I don't know. I'm not sure. Is it the new version or the old version? I heard you can't use surround, oops, on the new Arctis 3s because there's no more software support. I'm really, I feel bad because SteelSeries, I first reviewed these headphones. I like them. They look good. Everything was good about them. But then I kept on getting comments is like, oh, I love these headphones, but it's a little quiet. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I can't ignore this problem too. And I feel bad, like, as a reviewer, missing something as crucial as like lowered volume in your initial review. I said, you know, I did make a mention of it, but it's actually a big problem. It's not a small problem, it's a big problem. And I started watching reviews on YouTube about the quality, and most of them missed the fact that they're lower quality, or not lower quality, lower volume than other brands. Some of them like, oh, it's a little quiet. No, I mean, like when you plug in headphones, you expect them to perform and deliver. And the fact that they, when you turn them up to max, you know, they're still kind of a little quiet. You know, some people have sensitive hearing. Maybe that'll be great for you, but I can't recommend these headphones anymore. I really can't. And that's why the closest thing I found that I like is HyperX. So that's why I keep on recommending HyperX over SteelSeries in this particular thing, especially since they pulled the surround support out of the newer Arctis 3s, at least. Really weird. Checking HyperX. X's lineup. I saw your comment in chat. Hold on a second. Before you buy, if possible. That's a good question. Thank you, EO Pro. Bud Zang. Thanks, man. Thanks for saying hi in channel. I have a question about my RAM. When I install 2 sticks on my dual channel module, only half of the RAM is usable. All are detected and it shows all the numbers. Okay, you need to refer to your memory install guide on your motherboard, because you know your motherboard will have 4 slots, right? It's not necessarily just the first 2. Okay, actually with dual module, dual channel memory is usually, if the CPU is here, okay, is usually the 2nd and the 4th that you normally install the RAM into. It varies per motherboard. So I'm going to put this in chat too. I'd say check your motherboard manual. It will tell you which slots, and this is important too, to use for 2 sticks of memory. It varies. Yeah, it varies with each motherboard. Not a lot, sometimes, but usually they're the same, but it can vary. So hopefully that answered your question. Thank you for asking that, Bud Gang. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Okay, thanks, man. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Techspin Review. Thank you very much. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. That'd be awesome. And press a like on the video if it helped you. This is my current setup right now. I have all my tools I need. I got my water. I got my tape measure. everything person gets here. All right. Excuse me. I think I have a lot more comments to go. I think that's probably going to be wrapping up for tonight. This stream has gone on about 2 hours now, so that's good for me. My voice is starting to go because I've been talking almost this entire time. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so thanks a lot for tuning in. Awesome. Probably continue tomorrow or the next day. Maybe the next day, Thursday, on our time. Will be probably Wednesday your time if you're in the States or Canada. UK looking at, man. Okay, so have a great one. Thanks again for tuning in. See you next time.